Hello, hello. Good afternoon, sir. As always, thank you guys for sending me these. Hopefully, I'm able to add some value to your guys and uh, help you guys improve in any way I can. First, I got Max, and then I'll have the other two loaded right after this. I did watch this one earlier. It looked a lot better. Without the score, actually, it looked like I had thought Max had won. Um, and so we'll go through. I'm gonna go through this a second time with you guys, and I'll uh, see what I can see to help. Think you're specifying head contact. Good. I like the aggression. Very good. Let's go back here. This is a strong cut. Okay, nice try. Good, good, good. Very nice. Yeah, he's not able to move you anywhere. I want to see how he canceled this though. It was pretty good on his part, on your opponent's part. Okay. I think just in the future, just be prepared to kick after that. It seemed like after cancel, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure if there's a follow-up. Yeah. So after, if you're gonna when you're going in, just be prepared that you may have to kick right after. Your opponent was prepared and you did your cut, which is not bad, but just be prepared that if people do counter on that, you have to be ready to follow up. Yeah. Very nice. And yeah, he can't. He's not moving. I'm glad that's effective for you guys. I would specify for the holding. I would specify. I would ask why. During the last seminar we went to for coaches, to get the level one stuff, they specified that going behind the back now is allowed, and internationally it's allowed, and therefore in the USA it should also be allowed based on the last seminar. So may I want to check on that as to why. Not bad. One of the things here I would say in the corner, that's kind of where the strong cut would come in. This is where I would have thrown the strong cut first to put him off balance, and then as soon as the strong cut is down, he's slightly off balance or at least is in place, then you can start doing the flicky kicks to the body of the head. Um, I know you guys are still working on that, so in the future this would be like one of the opportunities. As soon as someone's in the corner here, yeah. So as soon as someone's in the corner, a strong cut to put them off balance or kind of in the corner, and literally and figuratively put them in the back foot. And as soon as you're done with that strong cut, start going to the flippy kicks because now they have to recover. They have to manage. See if I got my awesome pen going. Is it working? Where is it? I don't think it's working. Oh wait, no, I have it as something else. Yeah. So, um, so they have to. If you hit them with a strong cut going in, they have to manage this small space, and in addition, they have to dodge like your front foot effectiveness is about this wide. It's about that wide. So if you put them in the back foot and you're immediately in their face and flick kicking, they have to either take the gum jung moving out, or they have to be really good about timing the kicks or countering or canceling or something else to get out to ensure that doesn't happen. To ensure that they don't get scored on. So in the future, I know you guys are working on it. This is the opportunity to throw that strong cut, put them in the back foot, and then start flick kicking one in the corner. That was a really good try though. Really good. Small thing. I know you tried for the out in, um, and that's good. I don't really fault that, but right after you're done, there's an opportunity for you to here. Um, I'm really big on like keeping people in the corner because I like the idea that they're more predictable in the corner because they have to come in. As soon as your leg comes down, there's a small opportunity where you could have circled back this way to keep them kind of at least on this edge of the mat. Just in the future, it's not a humongous deal. It's just something I like to do. Yeah, he is able to get back in. Now he's kind of back in the middle. There you go. Good. Also, a side note, if you want to, I'm not sure if you want to do this or how max you're strong enough to do this, you feel like you're up to it. If you want to push him instead of just canceling his push, if you want to shove him backwards, what I do or what my teammates do is they will lower their center of gravity. So right now, that's his waistline, that's your waistline. You want to lower your waistline till it's below his here, and then shove him backwards and up. So let me clear the board. So the way you'd practice it, whoop, wrong button. Let me go back. So here you're standing, good. You kind of get a little bit low. If you want to shove him back, you're going to lower your center of gravity. So you're going to dip into a lower front stance. This is where the front stances come in. Hope you're doing your Pumse. Lower front stance, wedge foot out behind you. And then or if not all the way behind you, we just make sure our center of gravity, our hips are below their hips here. And then we shove upwards. So instead of down and push back, we'll shove up and then shove up a second time. We'll shove up once near the shoulders to get them to lean back a little bit, kind of displace a little bit. And the second time we shove up is on the chest. And usually because they're leaning back and we're lower center of gravity, on the second shove, that's when we'll give the second shove going upward. We'll um, push them back a little bit, like 1 or 2 steps. And if it knocks them off balance, or at the very least, it knocks them off balance. And so I think that's in the hand drills we gave you. I showed you guys earlier. It's a hit once and then a second hit. If you guys want me to go into that later, just let me know. But that's something we've been working on. So in case you want to be the one dictating the inside clinch against him, that's something you can do. Nice try. Oh, right on that, right on that, right on that. Nice, nice. Almost. So this is an opportunity again for where a hard cut would have come in. Like you're not even looking to score with it. You're really just trying to hit him hard. And that should have been a gum jung, but you know. So not bad, not bad. I really like the amount of pressure you keep putting on him though. That's really, really good. That one you just got to work on your follow-ups. Ooh. And then it seems like a lot of the times the exchanger's coming out with just your left max. You want to be able to make sure you have a threat on your right leg too, for situations like that. And I know you have the out and crescent kick, but having a strong back leg from your right is also something good to mix up along with your front leg. So that way, when he's defending, it's not just against the cut or against this side of his body. He has to watch the other side. Oh, it's okay. Almost. I think you're going for the headshot there. That would have been really cool. One and that's okay. 3-2. That's very close. Nice. Okay, well. Interesting. He like puts himself in the corners. Strong cut. X. Okay. Also, if you have a short X kick, that's another thing to add to the list. Maybe if you want to add for weapons. Ooh, kind of loud. It's okay. Follow right leg. So there's a lot of opportunities here where he's going against you now on this leg, and I think that may have been a call by his coach because if he's occupying the space on this side where your leg comes out, then you obviously can't do it. But that also leaves him open for your right. So more stuff to work on. I really like your aggression though. This time it's looking a lot better. If I didn't know the score actually, and assuming you guys are hitting at the same levels of strength, I would have assumed that you were ahead. Like over in this instance, there's a lot of room for where he's open here, especially because he's not even covering it. But if you've got a right back leg, that's also would have been really good to hit him with there. Nice try. Oh, good follow up, and strong cut. These are the opportunities you'd see for the strong cut. So it's good. I really like your aggression still. Just I know that's in development, so I'm pointing out the opportunities where you might be able to use it.
10, 11.
That should have been a gum junk for him already. But I mean, what are you gonna? Refs are refs. What are you gonna do?
Color belt.
Turn?
Please
Good,
report
good,
to
good,
the
good.
red mat. 10, 11. Color belt.
Wow.
Report to the red
Really?
mat. Color belt.
So the only thing I can think of here to prevent these kind of calls is oh, that's a new tab window.
Color.
Sorry guys. So your hands right now are turned in, kind of towards him. That's the only thing I can think of why you'd be calling it. So if you flip your hands out, you can still have the same amount of grip using your bicep. So you're not really holding because your hands grip strength wise aren't really going to make the difference. What it is a lot of your arm strength here. So as long as you're in and you're pulling here, like you're pulling your arm in towards him, that's what's going to create the resistance instead of just your hands. Another thing you can do is if you're doing that, make sure your hands are face outwards. So you're pulling backwards, but your hands are out. So it's like almost like that. That's the only thing I can think of for him calling you on those. Here in California State, a lot of people were doing what you're doing and not. I didn't see a single call for that unless there was like really blatant, like behind the Hogu grabbing.
Belt. Please report to the red
So
mat.
that's
10,
that's the
11.
only thing I can
Color
think of
belt.
as to why he
Report to
might be
the
doing
red
that
mat,
or why he might
please.
be
10, 11.
getting the grab call. Yeah, even in California State, that wasn't being called, so I'm not really sure. Oh, we gotta follow up. You gotta follow up, especially after an engage like this. You gotta either follow up or be ready for another kick right after that leg's down. Um, just as long as if anyone's in your zone of if anyone's in your so you got pretty long legs. If anyone's in that range, you have to be ready to start unloading kicks. Yeah. And then, like I said, the back leg, if you develop back leg, right leg too, that's an excellent spot to follow up where he was able to follow up on you. Nice try. I think for your out ins, I noticed that you try them a lot in the clinch, and it's not necessarily bad because I know Jonathan Healy does that. But it seems like he's very prepared for it, and so what I might even have you do is I would in instances where you're out of distance and you instead of using your front leg, you can slide quickly into distance and shoot it right away. Because it seems like when you're doing in the clinch, he's more prepared for it. So it's not that the kick is necessarily bad because it may be a good kick and you scored on other people and I just against him you just don't score it. But you may have to change the setup variables before you throw it, if that makes sense. Like if someone's if your right leg what's called if like you develop your right leg but you're not scoring from the outside, something you might want to try doing is like can you do it as a sit kick if there's a lot of power on it, like changing the variables um, before the kick might be in your favor. I'm not sure if you score that on other people. It's just this guy specifically, but I would say if you want to use that, you have to try using it in a different circumstance because he's prepared for this circumstance that you're using it in.
Go, Max.
6-2. Almost. He is open in the clinch. A lot of time. Whoa, I keep hitting the wrong button on my mouse. A lot of times he is open on the inside, on the right. So if you guys have a right leg out to the inside, I think that would complement well with your out and crescent kick because your out and crescent kick's also right leg, and he's just in general. He's when he's kicking, it's usually open on that side. So just things maybe in the future you might want to add. Good. Oh, close, close, very close. Let's see if I can go back further. I'm not sure if you can try and start practicing a 1-2 to the head because there are a lot of instances where this happens. One where you kind of miss, and then if you're able to pull it back and shoot it a second time, sometimes the hand that blocks, which he did, he can't catch the second one. So another thing you can try and add to your repertoire if you want. Yeah, there's a lot of spots for your right leg. Nice block. Nice. Oh, perfect. That was really good. Ooh. So if they're in the corner, you got to expect they're gonna come. So you gotta be ready. I'm not sure. Maybe you're tired now because it's third round. Just in the future, you have to just be ready for if they're in the corner, they're gonna be trying to get out.
Go, Max. Aggressive.
Nice try. I'd like to see, yeah. If you could add more right leg into the other rounds, I think that'd have been really good. But watching it, it seems like he's maybe a little bit stronger on the back leg, or his kicks are a little bit stronger than yours right now. So that's something maybe to look into. I like the aggression. If you keep doing that aggression and you're able to add the variables about the strong cut, the mix up with the back leg also, and then the out and crescent kick. Um, I think that you're well on your way to creating a very strong game that's going to win you a lot of games over the series of games. So Max, is keep doing what you're doing. Your coaches know. Your coaches are looking out for you, and they're working for you. They're gonna be working with you on a lot of that stuff. But overall, I like the improvement. I like that he's not bullying you in the clinch anymore. I like that you're dictating the match and that you're initiating. It's just those now that you have this information, it's adding those small little improvements into your game that eventually make your game really strong. But yeah, that's actually the first. I thought this wasn't gonna take as long, but I'm gonna add the other videos in a second, or later today after I'm done teaching.